You're watching Steve's Outdoor Adventures, Fishing with Wesley. Sponsored by Adventure Distributors, your one-stop shop for everything hunting, fishing, and outdoors. Welcome to this week's episode of Steve's Outdoor Adventures, Fishing with Wesley. If you watched last week's episode, you saw Wesley travel down to Brazil and do the first leg of his Amazon adventure. He fished for arapaima and landed one of the biggest fish of his entire life. And now it's time for Wesley to jump on the airplane and fly deep into the Amazon jungle and land on the Rio Negro River and begin a week of the most incredible peacock bass fishing ever captured on film.
We're gonna load up into our boats here and go out and do a little fishing for the afternoon, see what we get into. It's our first day out there, so we're super excited to see some fish and just see the river. Let's get rolling. Throughout the Amazon River and the Rio Negro, you'll find multiple species of peacock bass. There's 16 subspecies. The ones we commonly encounter on the Rio Negro are the 3-bar, the butterfly, and another species called the papoca. Now, these 3 species aren't the only ones you'll find, but it's the 3 we caught on our visit. Here we are in our first fishing spot of the day. We ripped up into this lagoon, maybe a mile or 2 from camp. I'm gonna start off with a spin rod with this chartreuse and white jig with a big old lead head. I'll be just working the bank, working this structure, and trying to find a fish. A few reasons why I love coming to the jungle and coming to the Amazon is the diversity of wildlife. A lot of this, just untouched, beautiful rivers, the culture. There's a lot when you come down here, and it makes it worth the travel. It makes it worth the effort. It's not like we're close to home. But when you get out here and you hook a fish like that, that makes it worth it. Oh, that's all right, a little long distance release. I was probably putting a little bit too much mustard on him. Another 2 or 3 pound bass, but we're looking for some 10 pounders. So we'll probably catch and lose a lot of those little guys. There's another one. This is a different species. This is a bicuda. So this looks a lot like a barracuda. Ooh, here we go.
All right, we just got this guy unhooked. He's got some serious teeth to him. Look at this awesome fish though. Look at those colors. Again, the iridescence of the animals that live here is so beautiful. Look at the colors. That gill plate reminds me a lot of Dorado, actually.
Oh yeah, there's a big one. There's a decent one. So we got another paca, just a little bigger. Nice, little 2-3 pound paca. All right, they're getting bigger. They're getting bigger. Beautiful butterfly peacock bass. I really want to show this one off. Let's see if we can get him up. They're not the biggest subspecies of peacock bass, but as far as beauty goes, look at those colors. Absolutely spectacular colors on these fish. This is a lot what the 3 bars will look like as far as coloration goes when they're fully grown adults, except instead of 3 dots, they'll have 3 big bars, and as we mentioned, reach up to 20 to 25 pounds. These guys don't get much bigger than this, but they are spectacularly beautiful. I'm gonna let this guy go. You ready? Hey, that's a decent one. All right. You can see how it's starting to get different colors. more prominent 3 bars on the side. This is a pretty good fish. They hit hard. This guy kind of didn't even know he was hooked for a second. This is a numbers game. You're gonna catch dozens and dozens of these little guys every day until you start to get into larger, more mature fish. This is afternoon 1, day 1, and it's off to a great start. Oh, a caiman. Look at the caiman right there. Well, it's dinner time. We're gonna go downstairs to the kitchen. I'm gonna show you guys what they cook for us. It's a beautiful spread every night, a variety of foods, and you can't go out fishing all day and not come back to some awesome food. This outfitter does it right. Let's head downstairs and check out dinner.
This segment of Steve's Outdoor Adventures Fishing with Wesley is sponsored by Grundens. We are fishing.
Nice, this is a pretty like couple pound 3 bar. Beautiful. Beautiful. See if I can land this guy without losing. This is our biggest fish of the trip so far. Boga? Sure. Thank you. All right. Nice.
One of the unique opportunities you have while fishing for peacock bass is to target a fry ball. Now what that is a large group of baby peacock bass. They'll stay together in about the size of a basketball or something relative to that, and the adults, male and female, will guard the fry ball and cruise throughout the spawning area, allowing the babies to feed and grow with the protection of their parents.
So if you put a lure next to that fry ball, you're gonna catch one of the adults. This is a male. You know, if we lift the scale, he's probably not about 5 or 6 pounds, but yeah, 6 pounds on the dot. Beautiful 6-pound fish. Absolutely spectacular fish. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Yeah, it's like another 5-pounder, but big old bump on his forehead. Oh no, that's a good fish. All right. So yeah, this is an 8.5-pound fish, and there are fish double this size throughout this system. So still an absolutely amazing fish. You see the big bump on his forehead? This beautiful big bump that shows maturity. Absolutely spectacular fish. Beautiful fish. Bye, buddy. Awesome. 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 Thank you. Woo. All right, that was awesome. More left. And now it realizes it's hooked. There's another adult behind it. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Woo! Yes! Awesome. Awesome. We definitely got one over about 10 pounds now. I mean, it might be 9 or something, but this is looking like a 10 to 12 pound fish. Absolutely spectacular. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm not gonna take the boga off for a second because this fish will get away, but holy smokes. What a toad. Absolutely beautiful, huge fish. Yeah, beautiful 11-pound peacock bass. Absolutely spectacular, big fish. So I'm gonna take some time to revive him, make sure he kicks out of here just fine. Tickle his belly a little bit, let him come back. Beautiful fish. Awesome. That was great. Thank you so much. Good work. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good work. Thank you. Good work, everybody. My last cast of the day. Sun's out. It's about 5 o'clock. It's unbelievably hot out here. We've caught a bunch of great fish. It's been an absolutely amazing day. And yeah, it couldn't have gone any better. We have 5 more days here. This is just day 1. And absolutely amazing day. We're gonna head back and relax, cool off for the evening, and get ready for dinner.
Wesley's incredible peacock bass fishing action continues after this short commercial break. This segment of Steve's Outdoor Adventures, Fishing with Wesley, is sponsored by the Yakima Bait Company.
We've cut the engines, we've slowed down, we're back here in the lagoon. We're gonna start targeting some of this structure. Oh yeah. There we go, there we go. Maybe a 4 or 5 pounder. Down and dirty. Wear him out. All right. Beautiful. Thankfully, it all came together, and this is a beautiful start on the fly. All right, I'm gonna let this guy go. There's some other fish here. We might have took too long, and we might not get into them, but that's okay. All right. You ready? Awesome. Awesome. Overall, peacock bass are a pretty, I don't want to say easy species to catch, but they're a very aggressive animal. So a properly presented fly or lure is likely going to entice an attack. They're just not going to miss that opportunity. But a few things you run into is it's a game of inches when it comes to putting your fly or lure right where it needs to be. If you're a foot or two out from the log or the structure, they might not even see your fly or your lure. And if you go 2 or 3 inches too far past, you might snag the bank or snag a part of the structure. With the lure rod, it's a little easier to target spots. You're a little more accurate dropping those jigs in between logs and into branches. With the fly rod, 40, 50 feet with a sinking line and a big fly, your accuracy can kind of start to fall apart, but you gotta have a good double haul. You gotta strip hard and maintain that stripping. If you relax for even a second, they'll hit your fly, you'll feel them pull some line, and then immediately they'll just let go and they'll be gone. As the routine typically goes, the daily schedule, we motored upstream to another spot. We just keep picking these lagoons apart. Obviously, the Rio Negro and any branch of the Amazon River has massive flood zones off the main stem. So that's where you're targeting peacock bass. We're back in another one. You can see beautiful habitat all around me. I'm gonna start off with this red and white jig back in here and hunt down some peacocks. Well, we're back here in this lagoon pitching the red and white jig. Threw it right off that point, which is a very common area to catch fish in these little transition zones. And got a nice fish here. We can try and get him up to the boat. He might be 6 pounds. It don't take a lot of fish to really kick your butt with these peacock bass. Oh, wow. That's a good fish. So we came back into this lagoon, making some blind casts with a red and white jig up against a point right under some logs, and just locked tight on this beautiful 8.5 pound peacock bass. Absolutely brutal, powerful animals. Rip line right off the reel, whether fly or spin. They're just so powerful. That was absolutely awesome. Another great fish. They don't even have to hit 10 pound and they just rip line and rip your lure, kick your butt. It's what you're here for and we're finding them. It's absolutely awesome.
This segment of Steve's Outdoor Adventures Fishing with Wesley is sponsored by Cast King and their full line of fishing and outdoor equipment. If you would like to book this fishing package or hunting adventures, please contact Steve's Outdoor Adventures at the toll-free number and website address on your screen. We are always available to take your calls and answer your questions.
Okay, we've got a fry ball right up here in the back of this lagoon. It's that nervous water right there. And I'm probably just gonna do the jig right now. I don't know. Oh, nice, beautiful 3-bar. It looks like there's still 1 or 2 around. Beautiful. Yeah, sure. Beautiful, beautiful big 3-bar peacock bass. Right off the fry ball. Okay. Wow, that water is so warm. That's like 100-degree water. Oh yeah. The bird is stoked on it. Oh! Oh man, what a spot. Absolutely incredible. Whoa! All right. This is the end to an absolutely amazing day out here on the river, but we've got a few more days to just keep hammering peacock bass for fun. And otherwise, it's been one of my best days peacock bass fishing. Numbers and size, it was excellent. We're gonna head back to the boat, shower, cool off, get ready for dinner, and see how everybody else did today. Hola, amigo.
As you can see, the peacock bass fishing action is so intense and he's catching so many fish that we couldn't fit it all into one episode. So we're gonna even continue this trip into next week's episode, and the action is nonstop. And I'm gonna give you a little tip. You're gonna wanna see the ending to next week's episode as Wesley lands a different species of fish and one of the most incredible species of fish that he has ever caught in his life. In fact, Wesley says that it may be the greatest fish he's ever caught in his entire life.
Woo! Oh my God! Yes! Yes!
But that's all the time we have for this week's show. Remember to join us again next week for another exciting episode and the conclusion to this Amazon trip adventure right here on Steve's Outdoor Adventures, Fishing with Wesley.